Just laughing at the dog over here. She's like, you got me up too early. I'm tired now. She's got her head stuck in the couch. I still got to post that picture of Jerry from last night. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well today. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The lady sang that in a different way with a beautiful day of jury duty yesterday. It's like, oh, great. Hey, at least she's happy when she comes in. At least she tries, I guess. Anyway, what I want to talk about today, and I want to wish you all good morning, too, by the way. Back to work. Velocity. Fun, right? Going on the fun theme. I was having a conversation this morning with one of my coaches in New Zealand. And we were chatting about going back to work, and the person asked about us going back to work. And I said, that's everything. So I want to talk about that a little bit because she made me think about back to work and velocity and having fun, right? It's continuing the theme from last night, from having fun, enjoying listening to Summer Mummers last night, getting on late night last night on our show. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. So you keep bringing value to your customer, not work those crazy hours to bring that value to the customer. Get home to family and friends so you can have some fun. Have some fun in the office. And we're talking about fun in the office this week because I haven't talked about that enough. I always talk about having fun, but I never talk enough about having fun. So I want to talk a little fun stuff and some thoughts. So we were chatting about going back to work. And I said, it's getting delayed because of this and whatever. One of the things that dawned on me is the fun factor, right? We're all going to be like, we're going back to work. We're going to be high performing. We're going to get all this extra work done, blah, 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 blah. We're going to grind it. We're going to make it. And there's a mistake HR is going to make, right? And I was saying, we've been out for almost 2 years now. It's hard to change the psyche, changing what you've been doing when you've been doing it for almost 2 years straight here in the States. Think about it. It was March last year, right? It's pretty close. Year and 3 quarters, maybe, a whole quarter almost, year and a half at least. Of working in a different environment, and everybody wants to come back to work. Company wants to bring back to work, and this is where Scrum and being Agile makes sense. This is exactly the moment in time where Scrum and Agile help you out. You gotta acknowledge, and I always talk about product owners. I'm talking about teams. When you come back to work, it's going to be virtually impossible to get the same productivity that you were getting when you were remote. And you can argue with me that you're going to get it, but I'm going to say you're not going to get that velocity. You're not going to get the velocity the day your group comes back to office. It's going to be all over the place. I think that magical 4-week thing is going to kick in, or 4 sprint, 4-week, a 4 sprint, where it's going to take 4 sprints for your team to figure out what they are doing. Don't be surprised. Don't get upset. And now here's the other thing. Space out some time for fun for people to rebond in person. It's been a while some people work in person. They've done it virtually. They had their way of doing it. They developed their own habits. Everything's been developed by working remotely. That's all got to change. So this is going to impact your velocity. Some companies are like, well, what do you mean? No, it's going to impact your velocity. And if you're not taking that into account, you're not very agile, to be honest with you. So think about it. So when you get back to the office, you got to put in time for the team to bond, to chit-chat. I can see people sitting at the water cooling, just getting back and talking for hours about life after COVID, right? I can see that. If you can't see that, you're not thinking about the future. Leaders, please think about this. The transition's coming. They're going to want to talk just like you are. I mean, I love that. Yeah, you're out there talking with your buddies too. Leaders, people in leadership, the leaders, the Scrum Masters, product owners, tech leads, managers, corporate leaders need to think about as they're going back to the office. you're not going to get instantaneous bump up in productivity. It's not. It's going to actually be lower for at least 4 sprints. So as an Agile coach, I plead with you. Think about giving your team some time to rejoin the workflow. I mean, it won't take that long. 4 sprints isn't really that long, depending if you have a 1 month sprint, then yeah, well, 1 week should talk about your 1 month sprints, but 2, probably 2 sprints then. It's like, so you think at least 2 months, right? It's going to take 2 months for everyone to get back in gear. I hope you don't have any big time. Oh, that's another one. Going back to work. Who in their right stupid mind would plan for a major release during the same time you're going back to work? Think about that. I hope someone's stopping them on that one. Anyway, but I just want to encourage you, have some fun. Give your team some team. It ain't just your damn Scrum Masters, by the way. Team, say, hey, we don't want to work full capacity these next 2 sprints. We want to get back to gear. It's going to take us 2 sprints to figure out everything else. I don't even know where my helmet desk is. It's going to take you a day to figure out where the hell your desk is, because you ain't going to be sitting next to each other like you used to. And all that rotating around stuff, that's going to cause a lot of havoc. So HR people out there, you better be telling your people. I mean, you probably don't care, but you should be telling your people how, helping them get back and telling the managers, look, cool it on the over pushing for stuff if we're going to return everyone to work. Because when you're going to stress them out, they're not going to like it, and they're going to go look for another job. And then we got to spend more money trying to find someone to come in who wants to come into the office versus work remote. And your HR job is going to be miserable hell. Anyway, let's have some fun. I want people to enjoy it, get back to build those bonds if you're in person coming back. So with that, I want to say, please give us a thumbs up if you like the show. Ring the bell once, twice, so you get tracking on when we do go live or post new product up there. And I want to wish you all happy scrumming. Enjoy what you do. It's no fun if it's all work, work, work. So with that, I say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Take care.